was first taught to first-year students in the Department of Logic and Metaphysics when Stout moved here from Aberdeen in 1903. We didn't have a degree in psychology for a little while after that. It wasn't until 1926 when Stout appointed his student, Henry Ferguson, and at that point they started offering a joint degree in psychology within the Department of Logic and Metaphysics. Stout appointed to Aberdeen was the first psychologist in Scotland, but in St Andrews it was Henry Ferguson, who was Stout's student, that probably made the biggest difference. He introduced the term, he helped Stout edit his book, the Manual of Psychology, and he introduced the term into Stout's book, experimental psychology, and that probably represents the beginning of the history of this school, because we teach psychology very much as an experimental subject, an experimental discipline. While Ferguson was working with Stout in the Department of Logic and Metaphysics, they only offered a joint honours degree in psychology with logic and metaphysics. The first honours degree in psychology really didn't come about until the department was founded by Malcolm Jeeves, and he appointed many very young, and now we still have many of them are still on staff, psychologists, to help him really create an honours degree in psychology, and that was finally accepted by the University Court in the late 60s, and that was the beginning of a single honours degree in psychology. Malcolm was particularly proud, and we're particularly privileged, that he managed to get the university to agree to allow the small department to nevertheless take over the very large building that used to house the university library when the library moved to the new location on North Street. The building was extensively refurbished and made suitable to be a psychology department. We still stay here, obviously, and although as the school expanded, we now have taken over another part of the building, which we call the Carnegie Wing. The most recent change in the history of the school occurred in the summer of 2012 when we integrated with the neuroscientists who had previously been located within the School of Biology. We now offer a single honours degree in neuroscience alongside our honours degrees in psychology. This development means that the department is now one of the strongest departments in the UK, offering cognitive, experimental, neuroscientific approaches to psychology alongside our strengths in evolutionary psychology and social psychology. From the very beginning of the evolution of man, people have been interested in themselves. Obviously, sometimes this leads to very selfish behaviour, but people are interested in understanding themselves. I strongly encourage you to think about taking the first-year psychology course because it provides a fantastic way of understanding the scientific basis of what we know about the human mind.